Hi guys. Today we understand one more function which is related to date and time. Today's function would be workday. So workday is a very simple function. What it does is this function retrieves the date or a serial number in the future or the past, depending on the kind of arguments that you specify. Okay. So depending on the start date and the number of working days, this function provides you the future or the past date. Now, this function exclusively ignores or excludes the weekends and other government holidays to determine the accurate working days. I use this function practically to find working days when I'm trying to calculate the productivity of my sales team. So that's the use case for this function. Yeah. So let quickly understand the syntax first. So the function is workday. You have the open brackets. Then you have the start date from where you need to start calculating the number of days or the work days. Then you specify the days. Now this could be positive, negative, both. Positive generates the future date and negative number will generate the past date or previous days. And lastly, what you can add is the holidays. Now, holidays is optional. Either you can add it or don't add it. It doesn't make any difference. So let's try to understand this particular function. Yeah. So suppose I want to add 5 days to this particular date. So I'll say is equal to workday, workday, open brackets. Then you select the start date and you select the number of days. Suppose I want to take 10 days ahead of this particular date. Yeah. And as I said, holidays is optional. I'll just enter and you will get the serial number, or you can just convert it to date. So you can see it has ignored the weekends. That's Saturday and Sunday. So it has excluded the Saturdays and Sundays. So if I try to open the calendar, so here you will see 19th of May. So this is 19th of May and I have to add 10 days. So it will ignore Saturday and Sunday. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And it will jump here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It ignores Saturday, Sunday and it gives you 10th. That is 2nd of June. Okay. So this is how this particular function works. Now, suppose I want to go 10 days back. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just mention -10 over here, which will give me the past date from this particular date. So you can see 10 days back. Again, if you see the calendar. So if I see the calendar here, I am on 19th. I have to go 10 days back. I have to ignore Sundays and Saturdays. So I go 16. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Ignore Saturday, Sunday again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 5th of May. And that is what we have got here. So what happens here is it ignores the Saturdays and Sundays and gives you the days. Now, suppose I have a holiday on 20th. Okay, so suppose I have a holiday on 20th of May. Yeah. So suppose I have a holiday on this day. I'm just putting a random holiday, 20th of May, and also I have a holiday on 21st. So let me see if it's a Sunday so that I do not get any Sundays here. So here we can see 19th, 20th, and 21st I'm taking as holiday. And ideally, the date that will be shown now, it should be 4th. So let us see whether what does it give? So I'll say comma and I'll select the holidays. Yeah, so these are the holidays that are available in this particular, in between this day. Say enter and it gives me 4th of June. So it ignores these holidays as well, apart from the weekends that we have. Yeah, pretty simple. So this particular function, what it does, it gives me a future day if you have a positive value in the number of days that you have added, and it gives you a past date depending on the negative value, any negative number that you have inputted in the days. Yeah. Now, suppose I have uh, a text or a non-negative, a negative number, and I want to calculate the work day. So it will give me a num error because negative date will not be considered as a start date. Yeah. Same way, if the date is in a form of text, it will give you a value error. The date that you're using as a start date in this function has to be in a date exactly system date format, or it has to be a serial number of the date. Even if you have a serial number which is higher than what is I have told you earlier, that is 31st December. So if you see the serial number of 12th, 31st December 9999, if this particular number, serial number, is higher than this number, it will still give me a num error. Yeah, because you cannot have serial number beyond this. 31st December 9999 is the last day that Excel has. Okay. So cutting short, what we understand from the workday function, it gives you the number of days that are in future or in past, depending on the kind of days that you want to input in the function. Yeah. And you can have the holidays as well, which can be ignored depending on your preferences. So the practical scenario, as I told you, I use it for productivity analysis. I use it for my project management where I have to find the timelines and there are weekends or holidays in between. So that does take care of it. Yeah. Hope I was able to make this function clear. Hope you understood this function. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any of the topics in this 365 days of Excel journey. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that's how you are going to get all the notification of my future videos. And that will keep me motivated towards creating this free content for all of you. Thank you so much.